in Kansas anymore.
Use the Force, Luke.
Screen Unseen.
Good afternoon, we are Seen Unseen, and this week we're minus a member again. What did I do?
You said Seen Unseen.
Seen Unseen. Oh, I didn't even notice I did that. I was like, I'm on a roll here. Hey guys.
We're Screen Unseen.
We're Screen Unseen, that is right. We're Screen Unseen, that's correct. But we are minus a member.
You just keep saying it wrong.
Did I say it wrong again? Screen Unseen, that is what we are, you guys, okay?
So we're here.
So we're here.
This is us.
Mikey's not here.
But we have Megan.
Yay! This is my debut on Screen Unseen.
Oh, really?
Oh, you've never been on here.
I've never been on before.
We don't really have guests, unless it's Emmett.
Yeah, unless it's like one of those specials where we need extra people to do a game.
Yeah.
But
Well,
welcome, Megan.
Thank
Welcome.
you. I'm delighted to be here.
We're actually such messes the last few weeks. I wasn't here last week. You weren't here the week before, Siobhan, were you?
No, I don't believe there was some week I wasn't
Yeah.
here.
So, Aisling, do you want to take a week off next week?
No, because I'm a trooper and
She's
I can
dedicated.
be here every week. So
She's dedicated to Scene
I
Unseen.
am Seen Unseen.
Seen
That is my
Unseen,
place
yes.
to be. There
That
you
is
go.
how much I'm dedicated. I don't even know the name of our own show.
So yeah, this week we're kind of all over the place. Mikey's not
A little
here,
bit.
so we don't have the news.
Yeah, he was meant to send it on, but
He didn't. He's busy
No.
though, so
he has a
we'll
lot
let
of
him
work.
off.
We
can
can
forgive him.
Yeah, we'll let him off this week. So,
And because of Reading Week, we also are going to be skipping through the review. But if you want to catch up on our reviews, we did one over Reading Week where sadly Neve was not able to come, but we did 2 reviews then. So
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
tuned
the
into back then.
Spectre
and
Fair play,
Sicario.
oh, I didn't want to go and see Spectre anyway, so I was pretty happy you did that.
Was it good?
It was alright. I preferred Skyfall, but
Yeah,
it was a good movie.
Yeah.
It
Fair enough.
was good for what it was.
I seen Sam Smith sing it on his song on Graham Norton.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What did you think of that, Megan?
Yeah, I thought it was quite good. I am a new Sam Smith fan since Electric
Really?
Picnic.
Only new?
Only,
Oh,
yeah,
he's
I didn't really.
fabulous.
I thought he was a good singer, and then I went to see him at Electric Picnic, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I mean, you'd expect him to be boring, and he's really
Yeah, I thought, oh, this set is just gonna be slow songs. I was just gonna be standing there, but it wasn't. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
I
so
think
good.
he was a really good choice to follow up Adele for the Bond theme song.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Although loads of people say it's not as good as the
It
Adele.
isn't as good, but
It suits, if you see the movie, it
Mhm.
suits it.
That's what he said.
Because
It's a whole different.
this movie is like not as, I don't know, Skyfall the song fits Skyfall the movie because it was
Yeah.
like a huge like action film, where this one is kind of the end of like Daniel Craig's era,
It's really story based as well.
and
where-
it's very dark, so
Yeah.
Sam Smith not having a major power ballad
Yeah.
like fits.
yeah.
But
Fair
I
enough.
thought the same thing before I saw the movie, so it's kind of, I don't know, if you see it, it makes sense.
It makes sense if you see the movie. Fair enough.
right. Well, today we're going to be talking about our recommendations for romantic comedies.
Yeah, we're just going to go.
This
is my
style.
Yeah, that's why Mikey was like, well, you can do that this week because I don't really watch romance movies. So this is my thing.
Yeah.
This is not my thing.
Rom-coms, all that. I love my chick flicks, which is...
Yeah, it was sometimes to depress me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes they'll get you with, like,
I
it
was
will
like,
be
this
over.
is never going to happen in real life.
You need to be in a
Exactly,
certain
yeah.
mood. Like, it's the kind of, some of these movies are definitely the kind of movies you watch on a Sunday afternoon when it's rainy and you're like your pajamas and your blanket with your tub of ice cream. Like, it's
Or you're hungover and you want to go cry.
Yeah.
There you
Pretty
go.
much.
I think the main romance movie that everyone talks about and loves... Can anyone have a guess
The
here?
Notebook.
Of course.
I've never seen The Notebook.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. I might
That
have.
is
It's one of those
sacrilege.
movies. It's one of those movies that
I think
when
I
I
might
watch
have, but I'm not
it,
sure.
it's one of those movies that when I watch it, I cry and I love it, but then I don't want to look at it for another 3 or 4 years.
I think
there's
Dear
this
John's
huge-
like that.
It's
Just 'cause
quite
there's a
heavy.
Yeah, and also because the huge hype around like the whole kind of following
Yeah.
of it. It's one of those movies that I like to watch. It's kind of like Titanic. I watch it and I
I've
love it
never
when I
seen
watch
Titanic.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's
Okay.
sacrilege. Like,
Megan,
that's
just
actual.
get off our show. Come on.
I've seen a scene.
it.
Was
No,
it the
Megan.
boat sinking?
Seen a scene.
Yeah, it was the scene where, yeah, you know your man who wasn't supposed to get into the boat because it was
gets
supposed to be
into-
women and children.
Yeah.
And he's rowing off. That.
Ah, I
Because I watched it
see.
in school.
I see.
Yeah.
I can't believe that, Megan.
Looks like it's a good movie.
I guess that's a romance movie as well.
It
Yeah.
is
It
definitely.
is, yeah. I wouldn't exactly. I don't know if it's a romantic comedy, but it
Yeah.
is a romance movie.
No, I don't think you can say the Titanic is
Well,
a
it
comedy.
is until like they all die, but like
Right, well, I just one on the top of my list, which is one of the first kind of romantic comedies that I saw, was Sleepless in Seattle.
I
Okay.
actually haven't
Any-
seen that.
No.
It's kind of one of your. It's I just call it one of the better romantic comedies in
yeah,
terms
and
of
it's
the
like a
actual
90s
story.
classic.
Exactly, yeah, but it's not. I mean, it's cheesy as same
Who's
as any.
in it?
It's Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. So of course, any Meg Ryan movie.
Oh.
And
is
then
a
the
romantic
guy,
comedy.
the little boy who was in The Little Vampire.
Yeah.
The little blonde boy.
Oh
With
yeah,
the glasses.
yeah,
He's
with
in
the,
it.
the tiny little teeth.
Yeah, because he's the one that was like, do you know your head is like 10 pounds if you cut it off or something like that?
The look you just got from the hub then, it was just like, what? Is that a real fact?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It is. You heard that here.
That's one of my favorite romantic comedies because it's like it's cheesy, but it's not so cheesy that I want to turn it off. Like,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So,
I like a bit of cheese though.
a little cheese.
oh no, you need a little cheese, but too much cheese.
I'm a
spoils
cheesy
it.
person. I
There's
think.
no rom-com that isn't a little bit cheesy.
Exactly.
Most of them
True
are
that.
cheesy, but I think one that drew the line, I think it was, I can't think of the name of it. It might have been like First Date, and it was Dylan O'Brien.
Love Dylan O'Brien.
Oh,
I
the
do
first
too.
time.
The first time, was that it? I know it has first somewhere in it, so you know it's going to be a little bit
I love
cheesy.
Dylan O'Brien.
But
He
is amazing.
He's
but
beautiful. He's half Irish too.
what
well,
you,
the name,
that kind
you
of
know.
explains it. Like,
Him in The Internship, but when he's like the nerd in it.
I didn't see the internship.
It's a good movie.
It's
Not
so good.
romance,
It's a good
but
movie,
it's
but
not
it's
romance.
pretty much just a kind of hour and a half long advert for Google.
But it's so cool, and when you go to Google, it's just like that. It's
It is
amazing.
actually, yeah.
Even in Dublin.
Yeah, the one in Dublin, like the canteen and like the area where you can just go and like to the fridge and take out any drinks you want, or you can go get any food and snacks you want. It's literally just like that. I felt like I was in Google.
Yeah, the one in California, they have chefs from all over the world, and you can get like lunch from
That's
anywhere in the world.
crazy.
They have sections like that in Dublin.
I'd
but-
love to
Yeah.
work in Google. But I'd say it's very competitive.
Yeah.
Like, in the fact, if you mess up, you're gone, kind of.
Not really, because they like pay for people to have like creative thinking time, where you get paid to just like mess about
Chill.
and to like it's supposed to
Like they have, well, in
There's
the internship, they
The
have like them
where you
pods they can
sleep
go for a
in.
sleep.
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I'd love that in my workplace.
I know, right?
So they're very like they promote kind of, you know, self exploration and creation and stuff. So they'll
Yeah.
give you like time off. That's why they all have like slides and swings and stuff at like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
work.
there's a gym as well in the Dublin one.
So anyway, we're getting off topic.
Anyway, Dylan O'Brien in that movie. Well, he's good. You know, he's a good actor. But it was so cheesy. I literally watched half an hour and I was like, I actually can't watch anymore.
Yeah.
And I
That's
feel that's a lot.
That's how I felt about Pretty Woman when I saw Pretty Woman, even though that's one of the like main
Oh,
ones.
No, I really like Pretty Woman now.
I didn't just because it was one of those movies that I kind of was late on the train to go see it, so
Yeah.
I didn't.
You weren't in
Was
the
that
zone.
was
I
that
feel
released in our time? I thought that was.
No, that was
before
like
our time.
no, way before our time. But like a lot of people kind of seen it during their teens. Or
Yeah.
that's like kind of the age group, and then I don't know. Just I saw it and I'd heard all the hype about it, and then when I went to
Yeah.
go see it, I wasn't as
Impressed.
impressed. But I
That
think it's
was
because I knew the
actually-
story before I went to go see it as well.
Yeah,
True.
I only watched that this summer, so I didn't really know much about it. I hadn't heard many people go on about it.
It is a classic though.
It
It is
is definitely-
referenced
Yeah.
loads in most like pop culture.
Yeah.
Apparently on the front of the box, those are not what's her face's legs.
Yeah. Mhm.
They hired a professional escort to use her legs.
Why?
What?
That's just strange.
Well, to be fair, she's got some nice legs on her. But
Fair
like,
set of pins.
yeah.
What's your aunt's name? Julie Roberts.
Yes.
She has a nice pair of pins anyway. Like, I don't know why you'd have to replace that.
I
There
don't
you
know.
go. You heard it here first.
Yeah, she's a nice pair of pins.
All right. I think one that you can't talk about romantic comedies without talking about Bridget Jones' Diary.
True.
Yeah.
That is
It's a
good
classic.
one. Yeah.
That is
They're
again one,
very funny as well.
that is definitely one of those movies that I watched the day after a night out when I don't want to do anything and I just want to
Yeah.
laugh.
They're making a new one.
Yeah, I'm really
and
excited for it.
she was
My sister wants us all to go see it. My dad was like, "No, I'm not going with you."
what's your main girl's name?
Renee
Renee
Zellweger.
Renee
Zellweger.
Zellweger. Yeah, she was in Crow Park. Was it for one of the Ed Sheeran gigs or One
Was she?
Direction?
Oh, really?
And they filmed her at that for the film.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, and barely anyone knew about it. So, like, obviously they had to get in and out before people knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But
So
that's
cool.
very
Frenzy.
strange.
That's pretty cool.
Like to see that.
Yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes. I think it involves her having a baby.
That would be
Ooh,
comical,
yeah.
I think.
So,
Yeah.
Especially, I had no idea Renee Zell, I can't remember her second name, was American when I saw the movie.
Oh,
I
is
had no
she?
idea she was American.
yeah,
Oh,
she's
yeah,
she's mostly
actually.
like lived in England, but she's
Yeah.
like
Still,
American
like-
roots. Yeah.
That's a good accent.
And I think
Mhm.
that's her best role. Like, can you name any other really popular film that she's...
She was
main
at
part
one
of-
point.
She
I
was
can't
in-
think of any now, obviously.
That's the
But
thing, yeah. That's like
You
the one
wouldn't-
movie she's known for, but I
Yeah.
have seen her in something else where
she's definitely been in
good.
other things. She
Is it
was
her-
popular in the early
Is
2000s.
it her that got all the surgery and doesn't look
Yeah,
like
she
a
got her
human?
eyes.
I thought-
But she looks okay now because I was looking at pictures that have been released.
Yeah.
Oh, with the movie.
Yeah, and she doesn't look that bad. So like her surgery is toned down a bit. I guess
Okay.
like she's kind of settled into herself. But
Because she looked like a different person.
Did she put on weight for the role?
I don't know.
Because
I
she's
think
very,
so.
like,
Yeah.
plump. She's meant to be quite an ordinary,
Yeah.
everyday woman.
See, I don't think that'd be like. I don't because they can always use padding or whatever if it's for.
No, but she always gains weight for
Oh,
these
she
roles.
does?
Yeah, and then she kind of freaks out after the movie's over and she goes real thin.
Oh, so thin.
So like after every film, at every premiere, she'd be really thin. But I think it's because she wanted to differentiate herself
Yeah, that's-
so
Yeah.
much from like.
That's just a
my
role.
favorite. My
That
favorite
must be
moment.
so tough mentally on you.
Yeah.
My favorite moment with Renee Zellweger was when she was it at the Oscars where she was called up for an award and she was in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
Really?
And yeah, Hugh. What's his face?
Hugh.
No.
No, his name.
The English guy.
Colin Firth.
No,
No.
he's in Notting Hill.
Yeah, it is Hugh, is it
It's
not?
Hugh something.
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Oh.
Was like I couldn't remember the second name, but he was up and he was talking about I've been in a movie with this woman, she's a fantastic actress and everything, Renee Zellweger, and then they pan to where her seat is and she's not there.
Oh my
And
god.
then like you can see Hugh Grant kind of like freaking out on stage, and then she suddenly appears from like the back row and she was like, I was in the bathroom, I'm coming, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
At least she got it. Imagine missing your moment.
Oh.
I know that'd be so sad.
I know.
Especially because you went to the bathroom like.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing on my list is 10 Things I Hate About You.
I have that as well. It's not very...
I haven't
don't think
really
it's
seen that, I don't
conventional.
think.
I've never actually seen it either.
It's one of those. It's kind of more of a teen movie, but it is under the rom-com genre.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's on
also
Netflix,
it's a
is it?
cult classic as well.
Yeah.
so-
Exactly.
And of course, Heath Ledger. Amazing performance as per. And I think it's very funny that the way they portray the main character, like, as in, what's her name in it? The girl. Like,
It's
she's
a
an
long
everyday teenager, and she's sarcastic, and she's funny, and she's relatable. Whereas in other romance movies, I don't know, like, you can't really relate to the main girl.
Yeah.
You're meant to. They're
Yeah,
so...
because what's happened to her isn't real. That's why you can't really.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Either she's the ugly duckling that becomes a swan,
Yeah.
or she's already the
Because
swan.
she takes off her glasses and
Yeah.
straightens her hair.
Oh, that's not.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because she's not. Like she's good looking and everything. But then she's also one of those people that I wouldn't want to meet in real life. Like she's a
She's
horrible
quite
person at the start.
intimidating, yeah.
She's just plain like kind of mean at the start as well. She's just always in a bad mood, and then
Yeah.
then
And
she
then
becomes
when
more
the
and more
man
relatable.
enters her life.
Like,
That's
you
all
see...
Yeah,
teenage-
the dad in 10 Things I Hate About You is my favorite.
Yeah, he is
Giving
great
the
now.
sex talk to every prom date that comes and talking about giving birth. She's a midwife. I just love that so much.
I'll have to see that one.
Yeah, no, that's one I'd recommend, definitely. I love how Nicholas Sparks kind of takes over the whole genre of romance movies at the moment. But if you've seen one of his movies,
You've seen them all.
you've seen them all.
That's
You've
why I have
seen
no
all their
interest.
posters as well.
Like, yeah, white people almost kissing. That's all the
Yeah.
posters. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just not interested in his films. Same as, like, sorry, but, like, John Green, not interested in his films either.
Oh my god, John Green was a one-hit wonder with Fault in Our Stars. That's
Yeah.
my opinion, personally.
I
I'm
like Fault in
sorry.
Our Stars, but I'm not.
I liked Fault in Our Stars. I didn't like Paper Towns. I didn't like Looking for Alaska, and I didn't like Will Grayson.
Looking for Alaska is such a letdown, I think.
Looking for Alaska is literally taking the same theme as The Fault in Our Stars. Like, it's like this guy and girl. Oh, I can't go into the next part, but something happens.
And no, I think you can. The whole part of the, like...
She died.
At least you held yourself back.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Megan.
Yeah,
All right.
like it's just all the same, I think. And I thought Paper Towns was so boring. I haven't seen the film. I just read the book.
Yeah.
The film, yeah, I didn't really stick to the book.
But
really.
it's just like he's a grown man who constantly writes over teenagers having relationships. Is that not creepy to anyone else?
I think
A little.
he's
Yeah.
so popular because of the way he writes. I enjoy the way. I
I thought
how
The Fault
he
in Our Stars
flips
was
things.
amazing.
I
And
yeah.
the film of it was brilliant as well. I thought they were
Yeah.
both just as
Yeah.
good.
I think it's just his storylines that lack a bit, but the way he presents it, I enjoy that.
Yeah.
And then the movies, it doesn't translate as well because you don't have his same sarcastic humor. I don't know.
But he's
I'm
so
not-
like tightly like over all the films being made. Like he's
Yeah.
very much involved. So
It's
at
just
the
another way
same
you're
time-
not in the head of the person in a film, as in the same way you are in a book.
yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
So
And I also just think it's weird that Shailene and
Shailene Woodley,
yeah.
and your man are then brother and sister in
In
That ruined
Divergent.
the Divergent
Yeah.
series for me.
Yeah,
That just
doesn't it?
ruined it.
It's like every movie that's aimed at teens at the moment, just put the two of them in it. It's
Yeah.
gonna be successful. And then
And
Miles Teller as well.
And
Wait a
so,
minute.
or no, yeah,
Ashley
Miles
Major
Teller.
Miles Teller fan right here.
I love
Um,
Miles Teller, to be honest.
That's a rom-com that
Yeah.
I like recently. That awkward moment with him and Zac Efron.
Oh, I
I
haven't
love
seen
that
that.
actually.
I like Zac Efron.
Really good.
But he just does the same facial expression for everything.
Oh yeah. Like,
Oh, but you like watching him.
Yeah,
because
but
yeah,
he's
like,
so
I like that
beautiful.
facial expression.
Like, he is beautiful, but I don't know about his acting skills.
I like that movie though because he lets the girl down like really badly, and you kind of hate him. And normally, the lad role, they're so perfect.
right? Like, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the girl, or even if they're not perfect, the girl like goes back and is like, but we all have our faults. But
Yeah.
in this movie, he's like, no, I'm actually such a dumbass. Like, don't forgive me, but I'm so sorry. I want you back.
And she's like, yeah, you messed up big time.
And
like,
it's just
That's
yeah.
more realistic.
It's
Yeah,
so it's
exactly.
so good, so good.
I don't think it's realistic because can you say that he didn't? Yeah. So he didn't go to her dad's funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen this
And
film,
I
so-
don't think that is very true to life. You would just go.
At
It's not.
Well, it depends. Like, what if they weren't even really seeing each other? We're spoiling the
Yeah.
entire movie now. But, like, they weren't really seeing each other. They're
Yeah,
friends
then
with
you get it to be
benefits.
for it.
They were friends with
That's not the
benefits.
end, it's fine.
But, I don't know. I think it is realistic because some people would feel awkward about that.
Maybe here it'd be different because
It is, yeah, funerals are,
I'm so
like, a
religious.
different and bigger deal, kind of.
Yeah. Like you have
in the
everyone
US.
there and someone's mother,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's a cultural thing down to that.
Yeah,
so.
definitely.
But it's very good. Go see that.
Yeah.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Yeah.
So,
I haven't seen
I don't think it lived up to the hype.
Well, I really liked it.
I really
thought
liked
it
it.
was quite boring.
It was one of those movies that when I was watching it, I did, like, the start of it I liked, the middle I kind of didn't understand it, and then when it came to, like, the last half hour, I was like, I understand why this is so
yeah.
good.
Yeah, that's one I really enjoyed.
Jennifer Lawrence
It was just so
always
different.
plays good character as well.
She does.
But my sister didn't even watch it. Like halfway through, she was like, "No, I don't want to continue this. It's boring." So
Yeah, I think it's one you definitely have to get stuck into. Either you do like it or you don't.
yeah, and you have to be in a right mood, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Because
Yeah.
it's one of those more
You have to
intricate
follow the
rom-coms.
storyline. Like,
Yeah.
you can't kind of just tune out.
Yeah, it's not just an easy romance watch.
No, yeah, it's definitely kind of a bit more complicated.
Yeah.
Another one I have then is Say Anything.
I actually, would you believe I haven't seen that? Not the
What
whole
is
way
it?
through.
I haven't
Say
heard of
Anything
it.
is it's
John Cusack, isn't it?
Yeah, John
Yeah.
Cusack. I don't know who the other one is, and it's I think it's a John Hughes film.
The
it's
famous boombox
Yeah,
scene.
boombox
scene
that
from
is the
that.
movie.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And I went into watching this thinking, oh, it's going to be really, really, like, so cheesy. It's going to be... I didn't think I was going to like it, and I did like it. It was good. I went
Yeah.
into it with quite low expectations, but it was good.
Yeah, it's,
You know, it's a typical 80s movie, but
It
it's
is
not quite
iconic
as
as
cheesy
well.
as
Mhm.
2000s, like.
yeah.
yeah, because
So-
I mean, at its time, it was very groundbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So everything after that is just cheesy. 'cause it's got me in
Exactly.
it.
I loved Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
I loved that one, yeah.
That's not one you'd really think of when you think of romance movies. I think
I
it's
think of
quite
that as a teen
understated.
movie, that's the thing. I think of that
Kind
as a
of,
coming
but I
of
mean,
age
kind
one.
of like the romance carries the entire story, so it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, but I think, like, I know a lot of my friends wouldn't have a clue what it is. Like, they've never heard of it.
See, that's the thing. I really liked
quite
that
an indie
film,
one.
but then
Is
everyone
it a cult movie?
it went along the lines of 500 Days of Summer, and everyone who saw it thought they were the bee's knees that they watched it. And they're like, I am just this indie queen, and no one can touch me. And it's just like, okay, calm down. Other people have access to this movie as well.
I watch Sundance movies. Don't
So
know if you
it's
know
just
that, but
like, yeah. But I really enjoyed the movie. But it is one of those that just kind of got eaten by the hipsters.
then there's that awkward sex scene where it's like, is it happening? Is it not happening? I don't even know what's going on here.
yeah. But it's definitely one to watch.
Then Love Actually.
Another one I haven't seen, but everyone raves about around Christmas.
It's a great.
amazing.
It is really good. It's a great Christmas movie, and it's quite easy to watch because of the different storylines in it. I felt.
Yeah.
Like it's not your typical rom-com.
Is it kind of like, you know, Valentine's Day?
Yeah,
it was
like
the
a load
original kind of. But
Yeah,
like,
it's the original one of that,
I
but
remember that movie.
it is good. There's not as like many celebrities being thrown in your face.
yeah.
But
Taylor Swift, we're talking to you.
but it's
There was
it is
New
good.
Year's Day made as well.
New Year's Day is actually so good. I love that movie.
I haven't seen
Is that
it.
like
okay.
romance as well?
Yeah,
Or-
slightly. Yeah, because there's a few love stories they follow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's mainly a lot of people are trying to get their New Year's kiss.
That's kind of
So,
Alright,
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
was about.
but it is good. It's
Yeah,
not
it's
as
not bad.
Bon Jovi's in it.
Oh,
Siobhan.
really?
He's actually in it as Bon Jovi.
I need to see that one.
Oh my god. That would be an inkling to me to not go and see it.
It's so good though. It is really good.
So there you go.
Okay, my all-time favorite rom-com and holiday movie, The Holiday.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love that.
I
But
absolutely
it's always
love
on
that
during the
movie.
year. Ow.
Oh yeah, my uncle's in that film, by the way. Shout out
What?
to Jack Black.
Oh.
Megan.
Your uncle.
I think he's a strange person to have, like, as a romantic lead as well. Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love that movie so much, from the characters to the music to the. I just love it.
Yeah.
Tis
It's
a
not.
good
It
one.
wouldn't exactly be. It's not exactly a cinematic masterpiece, but it's a really, really, really good romantic comedy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
And then, obviously, we mentioned 500 Days of Summer.
Still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
What? Okay.
Okay, now every teenage girl has
Okay.
basically seen this.
I was
Like,
gonna say I'll watch it tonight, but I don't have time. But I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's definitely one you have to watch.
It's on our
yeah.
list.
It's definitely one that I always go back and watch every few months.
Yeah.
Oh well, then it's good if you can rewatch it a good bit.
There's the
And-
whole misconception though that Summer is the bad guy, and it's
it's a
really
person?
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's literally 500 days.
Their relationship
of
is 500 days.
summer.
Ah.
But,
Oh,
well,
please
not
tell me
the
it's not like that
relationship
film
as
about
such, but-
it follows the boy over 12 years.
No, it's not like that at all. Oh God, no.
Because that is awful.
Boyhood.
It follows
that's
him
so bad.
through the breakup as well.
Yeah.
And because it's seen from his perspective when he's kind of like dumped, you're like, oh, I hate Summer. But she's just not feeling the relationship. So
Yeah, he's the obsessive one. So I think it's
Yeah.
definitely, for a really long time, most people are like, Summer is horrible. Like, why would she do this? This guy is like so good to her and they get on so well. But then Joseph Gordon-Levitt came out and he's like, no, like this guy is an
Yeah.
obsessive asshole. Like, why do you think he's amazing? Like, don't see, this is the problem. You're romanticizing him.
Yeah, he's got this like perfect image of Summer in his head, and he doesn't actually take into account that she has flaws, and he just brushes over this.
Yeah.
So he thinks they're completely compatible, but they're not.
It kind of,
That sounds really good. I want to see it.
yeah, it like
Yeah.
breaks the fourth wall of like the dream pixie girl type
Yeah.
thing that like a girl will come into a guy's life and solve all his problems, whereas like girls aren't here to be a solution to a guy's problems.
Yeah.
They have lives of their own.
True.
So
And then also, do you know when they break up in romance movies, and that's it? They're like, oh my god,
What
my
did you do
life
with your
is
life?
over, but then they get back together. This shows you there's life after someone else, like someone that's broke your heart,
yeah.
and then he moves on. So to Autumn, let's not.
Yeah. Then he meets a girl named Autumn.
That was
so-
a cheesy.
What's with the seasons?
I don't know.
They shouldn't have done that. They really shouldn't have. But the soundtrack is flawless as well.
It is a very good soundtrack, and it is a good movie. It's like really well done. Definitely have to see.
Okay,
I
I'm gonna
think-
watch it.
Number 5 this week, Bridge of Spies has dropped down to it, making a total of 54 million. Goosebumps dropped down 2 spaces to number 4, raking in a total of 66 million. And The Martian it held strong at number 1 for a few weeks, but it dropped down to number 3 this week in total making 196.8 million. And 2 new movies take the 2 top spaces this week, with the Peanuts movie taking number 2, making 44 million so far, and Spectre holding number 1, making 70.4 million.
Right.
So that's the movie math.
I was just playing around with the desk. I didn't even know what was going on. I apologize.
Okay, for this week's new releases, on November 13th we have The Hollow, Black Mass, The Lady in the Van, A Christmas Star,
Do you mind, Megan? This is our show. You're kind of butting in.
Sorry, I just seen the trailer.
Steve Jobs, Fathers and Daughters, and then on the 20th of November we have Love, Steve McQueen, The Man and Le Mans, Being AP, and then I'm going to next week. There you go.
I honestly haven't heard of like any
Michael
of them.
Fassbender was on Graham Norton promoting Steve Jobs.
That
You
looks
love
like a
your
great
very
Graham Norton,
funny.
don't you?
I do love Graham Norton. He's he's my hero.
So excited for The Lady in the Van.
Yeah, it looks good.
I
I've
read
seen
the
trailer.
book and it's really good, especially because about Maggie Smith, and it's a true story. I just love
It's
it.
a true story.
Yeah, like there's an author.
No, keep going. I
Okay.
just have something after your thoughts.
All right. That's the author Alan Bennett, who wrote History Boys, and he wrote a lot of other books, and this is basically his story about basically this woman moved into his with a van. Moved into his
Moved into his van. You didn't
Don't
even
know
know.
bad that it
It's
is.
a love story. It's an unconventional one.
This woman was living out of a van, this old woman, and he basically said, okay, well, look, you can stay in my driveway for the night and then move off in the morning, and she stayed there for like 15 years.
Oh my
And-
Jesus.
But it's a true story. Like the
It
author's
looks
true
really
story.
funny though.
It is, and because she's a very eccentric woman, like you have to
Yeah.
be to live out of a van. She hates children, all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, because they come with
But
Christmas.
especially just the fact that it's Maggie Smith as well playing the woman
Yeah.
lady in the van. Like I think it's just going to be a really good movie.
Yeah, it does
Um,
look good. And the Steve Jobs one looks kind
Yeah.
of good too.
It does look good, and it's supposed to be a better portrayal of the real Steve Jobs than Ashton Kutcher's film. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Michael
gonna
Fassbender's in
say
it.
they're coming out with a Christmas horror movie, and I'm so excited
No, not into horror.
Nope.
I'm
It's about,
pretty
like, how
excited, to be honest.
that there's like not enough Christmas spirit, so Santa's not coming this year. This evil spirit is.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, yes!
I think it sounds.
It's The Nightmare Before Christmas, but like on steroids.
It's amazing. Like,
Well,
it looks so good.
Megan, you and I can go see The Lady in the Van. They can go see the horror movie.
It's a deal.
I think it's quite interesting though. You haven't really had a Christmas horror film, but that sounds fairly.
It'll be interesting. It just,
It'll either be really good or really bad.
yeah, the guy from
No
the
in
Community
between.
is in it. The one who like is married to Amy Poehler.
oh.
I can't think of his name right now, but he's in it, which I was thinking it was going to be a funny movie, and then the end of the trailer it turns really dark and you're like, oh my
God.
god.
I want to see this trailer now. I definitely won't go see the movie, but I'll watch
Yeah.
the trailer.
I actually haven't seen the trailer yet, so.
It came up on my
What's it called?
newsfeed randomly. I don't even know. It's the
Oh.
name of the anti-Santa, basically. It's like Krampus or something.
Krampus.
Yeah, or Krampus, or I don't know.
Okay, no, because the Christmas one I read out was A Christmas Star,
But
so I doubt it's that.
Yeah, I
Is it
don't think so.
actually
That
a
is a kid's
horror
movie.
movie though.
I don't know. It could be slightly funny,
It
but like
sounds-
it ended that it was dark. But it would have to be somewhat funny if it's about Christmas. Like,
no, but I mean, it sounds like it's kind of for like kids still, because it's like there's not enough Christmas spirit, so this evil
well, the way
spirit
I
is
just
coming.
well, the way I described it, like
Santa can't deal with no Christmas spirit.
yeah. So I don't know. Just watch the trailer. It does look good. So
I will
I'm
watch
gonna go
it.
see it. I don't care what y'all think.
Okay, we're looking forward to that. We'll give you a verdict. We'll have like a special Christmas show. There's not many Christmas movies to talk about, so
Oh, there. Trust me, I'll find some.
do you think? Oh, there's that channel that always
I
pops
just
up
say-
on Sky. Christmas movies, and they're all awful.
Oh, they're like really, really old one, like Santa and Pete, like stuff from the
Or
60s.
they're all like Lifetime movies.
Yeah.
So many
Terrible.
Christmas movies talk about how Santa's not real. Like,
Yeah,
It's actually
it's a general
mental.
but
theme
then
around
he's
Christmas,
always real in the end. So
Oh, that's true. Santa is
because he
real.
is real. We're not spoiling anyone's dreams. We don't do that on Screen Unseen.
No, we don't.
No,
We might
just
spo-
Siobhan.
yeah,
but,
I'll
like,
spoil the movies, but
I
won't
also had a
spoil it.
spoiler at the start of the show. So.
Yeah, she dies. I don't know. Okay, well we'll leave you with that. So that's all for Screen Unseen this week.
Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, thanks for being our guest.
joining us,
Yes.
Megan.
Thanks.
Join us again.
I will.
Right. Laters.